It's always such an honor to be here. This is truly one of the most important events that we do every year. And the fact that you are here and you are supporting this, that says wonderful things about you. So let's get this started. Welcome to the 41st Anniversary Gala for Asian Americans Advancing Justice, Southern California, more fondly known as AJSOCAL. So tonight, we want to share our story of hope as we uplift each other through our connectiveness to one another as Asian Americans, South Asians, and Pacific Islanders. We know our diversity is one of our country's greatest strengths, and this evening we will be introducing you to others who are doing heroic work in our communities.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ted Benito for SoJannelle. I'm on the red carpet here at the AJSOCAL event. We're interviewing two of our performers here this evening. First is, let me bring her on, Jennifer Paz, Broadway performer, Miss Saigon, Les Miserables. How are you tonight?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Kuya Ted. I'm so excited to be here, and specifically with Fritz. He holds a very special place in my heart because when I first moved to Los Angeles in the 90s. He was the very first API leader that welcomed me into the community. Fritz introduced me to CAPE, to SEPA, to APEX, and to you, actually, Ted Benito. So I can say he's one of the OGs that I deeply respect, and I'm just so excited to be here to be able to honor him and celebrate him and be a part of tonight's gala.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anthony Fedoroff. You may remember him from season 4 of American Idol. Anthony, you're here singing with Jen tonight. This is your first sort of AJSOCAL event, right? So what does this night mean to you personally?
Well, I've said this to Jen for a long time that, being her husband and being an ally to the community, I love to see these types of events where everybody gathers together and really, really, truly supports one another. So I'm grateful to be accepted and to be a part of it and to be able to just share the stage with this one over here. So we're gonna create some memories today.
Yeah, we're just really honored to be invited and to sing in honor of the Ileto family. I'm just so deeply honored. We don't really get to sing together that much.
It's nice
so
that we can share.
It's very meaningful.
Yeah, this is going to be a really meaningful night for us.
I'm so glad that you are both here. Thank you so much for doing this.
I have the great privilege tonight to give the Image Award to my dear friend Fritz Friedman. Fritz and I have known each other forever, since 1987 when we were working on La Bamba together. But Fritz got me very, very involved in activism for the Filipino-American community. And we've done, my goodness, I don't know, uncountable number of events over the years, celebrating Filipino heritage, being activists, trying to, make social change. And, when they asked me to give this award to Fritz tonight, it was an absolute no-brainer. I flew in from New York for this.
I am a huge supporter of Asian Americans advancing justice, and I think that they deserve to have the greatest support from the community that they can. They have been fighting for the civil rights of Asian Americans, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islanders for decades. In fact, I would not be here if it weren't for them, because they were the ones that started the first redistricting fight that laid the groundwork for a district where an Asian American person like me could be elected. And now I'm a member of Congress, the first Chinese American woman elected to Congress.
Yeah, I'm here to celebrate Asian American community, to celebrate all the ways that AJSOCAL is working for justice in solidarity with Asian American communities and other communities around us.
I'm here also to celebrate our community and just learn from some of the most impactful organizations and leaders in our community, including AJSOCAL, among many others.
It is very important because we're here to fight for justice, and justice is very important in our community.
1 in every 7 people in Los Angeles is Asian American or Pacific Islander.
Together they weave a rich tapestry of cuisine and festivals, arts, and literature that help shape the unique identity of the city.
AJSOCAL was founded in 1983. Our founder, Stuart Quo, founded the organization under its original name, Asian Pacific American Legal Center. The organization has now grown to be the nation's largest Asian American and Pacific Islander civil rights and legal service organization. This country had a public reckoning around systemic racism that I'd never seen in my lifetime. And I think we are at an inflection point as a country to look at race in a different way than we have in the past, to recognize and see the Asian American community in a different light. That fight includes Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, allies, Blacks, Latinos, and other marginalized communities. When you look at all of these groups coming together, this is what creates an incredibly effective organization in this beautiful city, and it's what makes me hopeful for the future.
AJSOCAL.org.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of my brother's death, and also a celebration of my mother's
legacy.
August 10th, 1999, a deadly act of hate that spurred a nation into action.
Joseph was the only person killed that day by white supremacists.
Farrow confessed he targeted Ileto because he was a federal worker who looked Asian or Latino.
My son was taken from me and my family.
Until her death this year, Joseph's mother, Lillian Ileto, spoke out tirelessly against hate crimes.
Oh, it's a great honor because there's so many hate crimes happening today that we want to get everyone to come together and be actively involved to build a stronger community, a safer community, and then in our brother's name, Joseph, join our struggle, educate, prevent hate, and in the letters of Ileto, instill love, equality, and tolerance for others.
I think that we've developed a very strong relationship with the Ileto family. We were able to, connect with them shortly after Joseph's killing, and we've really seen the strength of their advocacy over the last 25 years. And we've been partners with them ever since then. And I think it's important to remember that anti-Asian hate is not just a recent thing, but this has long history and roots in our community. One of the things that we want to recognize is the fact that people don't really recognize the prevalence of hate crimes until a big case happens. And then there's a sense that racism and discrimination goes away, but that's not really true. I think for the Asian community in particular, we are always seen as not really American, and anytime you see tension in the communities, then you'll see anti-Asian hate flare up. So I don't know that a whole lot has changed, quite honestly, although I think what's happened in our communities, we're much better organized. We have strong advocacy groups. I'm proud that AJSOCAL is one, but there's a whole network of community advocates that are prepared to speak out when we see our community being attacked. I think that it's important for us to be fully integrated into the community. It's important that we take advantage of our political voice, that we vote and make our issues and concerns known, and that we actually don't stay silent when we see things that are wrong and when we see our community being attacked.
Where we are today is that we are again being called to vote, but this time it's not in a reactive mode. This time we are driven to be heard, not because we are afraid, but because we are empowered. We have the self-confidence to know that when we go out and vote and exert our political will, electeds must listen and be accountable to policies that benefit us and other communities of color. We need to ensure AAPI votes are protected so our political voice is heard. Our work moving forward will be driven by our power, not in reaction to fear. So thank you for your support tonight and for giving all of us here at AJSOCAL the strength to continue the fight.
AJSOCAL, in partnership with the Japanese American National Museum, worked with artists Audrey Chan and Jason Chu to create an exhibition called An American Vocabulary, Words to Action, which spotlighted our community's social justice heroes. Tonight, AJSOCAL has a special gift for the Ileto family, a tribute art piece of Lillian Ileto that will be part of this exhibition collection.
I am so proud and excited that AJSOCAL and the Ileto family have selected Eddy M. Gana as the recipient of this year's Joseph Ileto Award.
My husband would have been really proud. He would have been really proud of what Eddy has become, a true champion for the Filipinx and the Asian community, constantly working and tirelessly uplifting and empowering the people around them.
This is a tremendous honor to be represented and be presented the Joseph Ileto Courage Award. I'm very honored in terms of the family's advocacy against violence, against hate crimes, and to show that we as Filipino Americans will not be silent in times of injustice. And I'm just honored to be a part of that, to be part of this evening and celebration for our community and our people. This recognition is not for myself, it's for my family, my chosen family, my community. Truly believe that if one of us fall down, we all fall down. If one of us rise, we all rise. And that same concept of isang bagsak. And so it is a victory for us all.
I do not regret coming out during my adulthood. As I reflect on my own upbringing and the current state of anti-trans legislation, I call for understanding and, most importantly, action. With this award, I call for you to remember Jennifer Laud, to celebrate Gina Rosero and Jake Zyrus, to protect our trans siblings and trans youth. I appreciate sharing space with you all tonight, and I'll end with this. It is never, ever too late to be who you truly are, and I love each and every one of you.
X, 4X, everything X, that X, we X, R X, everything that we are X, this X represents the list that we have so much more to do. Isang bagsak, dalawang bagsak, tatlong bagsak.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
We come a long way, folks, but we cannot take it for granted. It takes the commitment and the tenacity and the discipline of somebody like a Fritz Friedman to stay the course, to keep messaging, to keep putting it out there, to keep representing. We will not allow our rights to be eroded. We will not allow our voices to be dampened. We will not allow our presence to be dismissed. And we do that by showing up for things like this tonight, all of us, but we do that because of people like my friend, Fritz Friedman, and I'm very proud to give him the Public Image Award tonight.
I just want to say how deeply thankful I am to AJSOCAL for giving me this prestigious award, the Image Award, which is very special to me because it stands for so much that I respect in the social justice world. They have been terrific in trying to accommodate, trying to protect our civil rights and ensuring the equality of all of us. As I said to several people, I was, as the British would say, gobsmacked, because I really didn't expect it. It came out of left field. And you know, I'm not used to being humble, but I was very humbled by this honor, because honestly, I didn't think I deserved it. because, I just do what I do like so many other people. It's very significant to me, especially because it comes from Asian Americans Advancing Justice, Southern California, because our goals are all aligned, and that is ensuring the civil rights for all people, but especially in this instance for Asian Americans, and making sure that people are treated fairly, equally, with minimal bias. All of us here tonight in our own way, each of us is contributing to the success of that movement. If you join a fight for social justice, you may win or lose, but just by being a part of the struggle, you win, and your life will be better for it. So by being here tonight, you are all a part of that struggle, and I'm so proud to be here standing with you. So thank you so much. Have a good night, and keep up the good fight.